Right, welcome to day 8 or evening 8, and it's just after 8. Anyway, I have been a bit up against it today. I started off with all good intentions to vlog as normal and do a proper daily vlog, but to be honest the day just got away from me and I found that I'd have been videoing myself driving and talking, or cooking and talking, and I did that yesterday. So I decided I'd do a tag, and as soon as I've finished I'll edit it and upload it. So the tag is crazy for food, and question 1 is, what food could you eat every day? Pasta. Francis is away, that's always the thing I go straight for. Question 2, what's your favourite restaurant? The one we probably eat out at the most, but not quite as much as we used to, is Mahis in Bromyard, which is a curry house. They do a mean chicken shashlik, so that's probably my favourite restaurant. Obviously it's not a chain. Question 3, what city has the best food you've ever had? Cape Town. I went travelling there and the food there is out of this world. They have anything and everything you can think of, and the quality is just phenomenal. Well worth going to if you like food. So question 4, what do you get on your sub? Is this like Subway? If it is Subway, I've never eaten in Subway. I have been in once or twice, but I've never eaten anything from there. I don't really like sandwiches that much, and I certainly wouldn't eat a sandwich from Subway. So, can't answer that one. Question 5, what do you get on your pizza? I really like vegetarian toppings. Peppers, onion, mushroom, sweet corn, that type of thing. Maybe with a little bit of spice on it, but yeah, vegetarian for me. Question 6, is there a food you've always wanted to try? I do occasionally think of something that I want to try, and I do try my best to try it in the best place possible, so that I get a good idea of what it's really like. One thing I hadn't ever tried was Krispy Kremes until a friend's wedding, and I ate 5 in an evening. I don't think I'll ever eat them ever again. They were rather tasty. And when I was in Thailand I had a double Big Mac, or whatever the Big Macs are called out there, and it was massive. I'd never tried a Big Mac, so I thought, well, might as well try one whilst I'm here if it's such a great thing. Anyway, I ate half of it, if that, and then it just made me feel rather ill, the smell of it. But as for foods that I would like to try and haven't yet tried, the only one that really springs to mind is horse. Sorry if that upsets anybody, but I love my horses, but I've never tried horse meat. I spent a lot of time in France, but I've never knowingly tried it, and I'd actually be quite interested to try it. So question 7, tell me about your worst restaurant experience. I don't know if I've really got one, other than, yeah, maybe we booked a table at a new steakhouse nearby. We had to pre-order, and when we arrived they served us our steaks over the course of an hour, so whilst one person had finished theirs, somebody else was still waiting, so that was quite bad. I think they'd only got 1 frying pan and there were 12 of us, so yeah, it was rather slow. Anyway, so moving on, question 8, what is one food you just fail at making? The one food I fail at making, cream cheese frosting. I find that really, really difficult. It always just goes runny and lumpy. Never get it, well, once I've got it to be thick and creamy and spreadable and lovely, but on the whole it just goes really, really runny, despite having everything at room temperature, or even having everything at fridge temperature. It just never works for me. Next question is question 9, name your least favourite food. Offal? That's probably a lot of people's least favourite food, but yeah, offal. If I wanted to be a little bit more mainstream, salmon or goat's cheese or olives. I'd be really unhappy if I went to a dinner party, chicken liver pate for starter, and then some offally thing for main. I think the bins. It's really windy outside. Anyway, so moving on, what is your least favourite food? Question 10 then. Raw or cooked vegetables? Probably cooked. If I eat too many raw vegetables, such as carrots, I do get a bit of a stomachache. And yeah, I think that's because they're harder to digest when they're still raw. Question 11. How do you like your steak? Medium rare. If it's a really nice piece of fillet and it's cooked from room temperature, well seared on the outside, lots of colour, then I could eat it blue with a mushroom sauce or something like that. That would be very tasty. But otherwise, medium rare. Question 12. Do you enjoy cooking or baking better? Cooking. Used to be baking, but no, now I love to cook more than bake. Cooking is a little bit more flexible, a little bit more forgiving if you open the oven door too soon. So yeah, cooking. Question 13. What's your favourite fast food place, and can you name 5 items on the menu? We don't eat out in fast food restaurants that often. I think I've only ever been to Nando's 3 times in my life, and I don't know the menu that well. Half a chicken, quarter a chicken, chicken burger, something in a wrap. But I suppose if it was fast food, McDonald's, again, France and I may go there once a year, or Burger King. Fish and chip shop, again, maybe we will go there once a year, but I could definitely name 5 things. Battered sausage, haddock and chips, fish cake, chicken and mushroom pie, curry sauce. Yeah, so sorry, I'm not that good on that question. So question 14, name a food place you wished was closer to you. I wish it was a Hummingbird Bakery a bit closer. I've been once to the little one in Soho, and they sold out of most things, and I'd quite like to go there because I am a bit of a fan of Hummingbird Bakery, or an Ottolenghi restaurant. I've never been. I do have all their books. I love the style of the food, and if there was one closer, maybe there'd be more chance of me actually going to an Ottolenghi restaurant. So, anyway, moving on. Question 15. Ultimate favourite dessert? In the winter, sticky toffee pudding with toffee sauce and some ice cream. Otherwise, a baked cheesecake, lemon, raspberry, something like that, baked cheesecake. Or something with lots of thick custard in it, like a custard-filled profiterole or a custard slice, that type of thing. Yeah, those would be my favourite kind of desserts. So, question 16. What food do you gravitate more towards at a party? If it's a party where they haven't made all the food themselves and they've bought it in, I probably gravitate to most of it because that's the kind of food we don't buy. And so I always get quite excited about because it's a bit of a novelty. So then I would probably gravitate towards the battered prawns or the spring rolls, or the Thornton's caramel slices or something like that, because it's just food we don't buy. We generally make everything ourselves. Anyway, moving on again. Question 17. Favourite food to eat at Christmas? Mince pies. Mince pies and mulled wine. Obviously mulled wine's not food, but it can be sub for food, can't it? Anyway, question 18. What's the first food that comes to mind now? Sausage rolls? We're talking about Christmas. So, yeah, homemade sausage rolls. Got some in the freezer actually. Get them out for Francis's lunch. Yeah, homemade sausage rolls with all butter pastry. Delicious. So, question 19. Stop thinking about sausage rolls now. Do you have any weird food habits? Not really food habits, but maybe weird food likes and dislikes. I love butter, but it has to be salted. Don't like unsalted butter, it makes me feel a bit queasy. I hate margarine or spreadable butters. It has to be, if you're going to have butter, it's got to be real butter. Other food habits? No. Don't know if I've got any other weird habits. If I have chips, I've got to have lots of ketchup. Yeah. If there's no ketchup, then it's a bit of a letdown because the meal is lacking for me. So yeah, I suppose adding ketchup to stuff, but I don't add ketchup to every meal. I eat many meals without it, but when it's a ketchup meal, I need to have plenty of ketchup. Question 20. What holiday is your favourite food? Well, in the UK we don't really have that many holidays. It's Christmas, Easter, bonfire night, in my opinion anyway. Bonfire night's not really a holiday anyway, so it's Christmas. Easter, not quite the same. So then, 21. What's one food you would never try? Probably offal, again. Certainly would never try it raw. Question 22. Do you know your best friend's favourite food? So, if I said my best friend's Francis, my husband, his favourite food, chips, crisps, sausages, legs, pork and leek sausages, or barbecue. He loves barbecue. So yeah, that kind of food really. Question 23, I think it is now. Just have another sip of my wine, not slip of my wine. So, question 23. What's your favourite style of eggs? Scrambled, boiled, poached, over easy, sunny side up? I don't really like eggs that much. So probably the best way for me is omelette with lots of cheese and a bit of onion, ham, chilli sauce, that type of thing. Or frittata with sweet potato in it, mushrooms. So yeah, I think for me to be able to eat eggs, probably omelette. I did try a fried egg in a bacon sandwich a little while ago. Ugh, just ugh. People rave about them and I thought, oh come on, give it a go, it might be nice. Or egg fried rice. Don't mind egg fried rice. That's okay. Anyway, digressing. Question 25? I've lost track now. Question 25, we'll say. Name your favourite restaurant that's closed down. Don't know. No, couldn't say. Anyway, 26. Do you like your bread toasted lightly or dark? Medium dark. I don't want it black and smouldering, but I do like a bit of colour on it, so it's a little bit drier and crunchier. It's not like slightly crispy bread, which I'm not keen on that. Toast should be toasted. Anyway, question 27. Do you like spicy foods? Yes, we love spicy food in our house. Question 29, 28, 27. No. Seafood. Yes, please. But I don't like shellfish as in mussels, oysters, clams, cockles. Prawns, lobster, whitefish, great. Oily fish is not so much, but on the whole, yeah, seafood, it's good for me. Especially with lots of chilli and garlic and butter and stuff like that on it. Last question then. First food that comes to mind that is green. Cabbage. Can't say why, just did. So anyway, that is the Crazy for Food tag complete, and yeah, feel free to do it yourself if you want. Tag me in it. How do you do that? I don't know. But yeah, that's the Crazy for Food tag done and dusted on day 8 of my vlogging challenge, and I will carry on drinking my wine, say good night to you, and I will see you tomorrow for possibly something a little bit Christmassy. Good night.